Texas. Beautiful sunset. It's been quite the adventure. Stay tuned to share the adventure with you. Guys, we're here with my good friend Roy Thacker in Texas. How you doing, Roy?
Good. How are you?
Roy, it's absolutely incredible, the collection that you've amassed here, and we're going to go through these guys. This is just one building. There's a couple of others, a total of 93 motorcycles. This is probably one of the largest, best picks I've ever been to, and I'm working with Roy to try to buy this entire collection. So we're going to go through the bikes one at a time and show you what they are, because there's some pretty remarkable stuff. He's got a friend who's a restoration expert and does some incredible restorations. So Roy, how you doing today, buddy? Thank you for having us over to visit with you. It's really incredible. Not only your farm here, you know. Let me tell you something. When you go to someone's house and you get lost on their property, you must be in Texas. I literally went to 3 different houses before about here, and they were all your relatives. They were your kids. So
well, you met all my family.
Yes. Just your daughter was the only one I didn't meet. I didn't go to her house yet, but I finally made it to Roy's house, and beautiful piece of property. It's incredible what you've got here. Just amazing. And the collection of bikes is something else too. How long have you been collecting these beauties?
I've been collecting for about 35 years. Slowly.
Yep.
It got more out of hand the older I got.
Okay.
I've been collecting a long time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I guess we'll start with this one here. Tell us about this one, Roy.
This bike is a 72 CT 175. I bought this bike sight unseen from a guy out in Las Vegas. Supposedly, when I bought this bike, it had 42 miles on it. And supposedly it was bought and carried behind a RV for years and never really got ridden very much. We cleaned the carburetor out and put a new air filter on it, and I put another 500 miles on her. So it's a great little bike. It's all original as far as I know. It's 100% original. I wasn't going to ride it, and then I said, you know what, I'm going to ride it and use some of it up. But these bikes were great bikes back in the day. I had a friend that had one. That's what kind of made me want to get this one when I seen it.
Spectacular specimen. This is original paint on here, which is absolutely remarkable. Guys, this bike is 53 years old. It's almost as old as me, and it's the original frame paint. I can tell you just don't find them like this, Roy, especially up in New England. We have really a lot of humidity, and the chrome that would normally be long gone. This is remarkable, remarkably good condition.
Yeah, we tagged it with an antique tag, and I rode it, for a little while.
This is what I call a survivor, to find one original. I mean, there are plenty of restored ones out there, but they don't have the same patina. It's very difficult to get the same paint colors and everything else, and this is unbelievable. In fact, I'd rather have this than a restored example for sure. What a beauty. This one Roy is keeping. This is one of his favorites. It's a 72 Hodaka Wombat. And this thing looks like it just came out of the crate, Roy. What's the scoop with this one?
It's all original. It's 100% original.
166 miles, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
this has got to be the nicest original one. This may be the nicest original one I've ever seen, Roy.
Yeah.
Like, no joke.
It hadn't, to my knowledge, it has not been restored. I bought it like this. We cleaned it up a little bit, and I've been riding it. I had a tag on this one for a long time, and rode it.
What a spectacular example. The best part about the originals, having one of these, is it sets a standard for what they're supposed to really look like. The finishes. It's hard to get the exact paint code, and to make the chrome look the way it originally looked. It's usually.
I even kept the original hand grips because I like to. I even have that on my Hodaka race bike. I had the original grips. I'm like, dude, get you something more comfortable. I'm like, no, I want to ride original.
And sometimes they become over-restored. We do that ourselves. Sometimes we'll polish aluminum that wasn't polished, and usually that's because the aluminum was scratched or something, so you have to,
Yeah.
I guess we should talk about this next. I mean, it's hard not to be drawn to this like a fly to a hot flame or to I don't know, man, but it's beautiful. Wow. What's the scoop on this one, Roy?
This one's one that I bought. I think I bought it out of Colorado originally. And it was a fairly clean bike out of Colorado. And I had Bill Buckles go through it and completely restore it. He took the transmit, everything on the motor completely apart, new cranks, new pistons, rods, everything in it. I mean, he spent 2 years restoring this bike, back as close as we could get it to original. And I tagged it, it's still tagged. I put 134 miles on it since the restoration. You can see the detail, you know, that plastic box right there with the 3 spark plugs in it came on these original, along with the toolkit.
I've never seen one this clean and clear.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable, ever.
Yeah, and he...
Not since the 70s.
You know, all the stickers, everything that was on here original.
Inside here is brand new.
You'll see. I mean, this guy, he's an animal. You can see the seat. Everything is just exactly like it's brand new, like it just rode off the showroom floor.
The paint job. Tell us about this paint job. This is something special. This is like an 80-hour paint job.
Yeah, this paint job, as you can see, originally these were stickers from Kawasaki when it was new, and they just stuck out on the side. He put 13 coats of clear coat on this. I don't know how many times Bill redone it, but you can see it's perfect. There's not a spot on it anywhere. It's immaculate. And that's just what he did. He always tells me, if you got to ask price, you're coming to the wrong place. So I said, I want it 100%. So this is what I ended up with, and it's an amazing motorcycle. Of course, these things ran stupid fast back in the day. Got the Lester wheels on it, which is air correct as an option you could buy for these bikes.
Right.
And it's still got a good tag till 10 of 28.
You know something? There's many levels of restoration, and the problem with restoring a motorcycle like this is once you powder coat and paint that frame and paint the tank and do the motor, every single nut and bolt has got to be addressed, because if you have one rusty bolt, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. And I've been, since you told me about Bill, I've been on his Facebook page. I went through like every post he's done over the last 4 years. I spent a couple hours on there looking at his stuff, and he's obviously a perfectionist and an artist. The guy is absolutely incredible.
I call him the doctor. That's what I call him, as the doctor. He
just spectacular.
Just does amazing work. You know you're going, when you send it to him, you know you're going to get very high quality work back from him.
These Lester mags are pretty much unobtainable, and they're very, very hard to find a mint original set. Just spectacular. Wow. Guys, this thing is so perfect. It's probably the cleanest, best restoration I've ever seen of a Mach 3 500. And we just did an H2 750, but ours was more of a preservation service because it had very, very low miles, but the pipes needed re-chromed. We sent out the pipes to New England Chrome Plating. It was $1,800 just to chrome the pipes on it. So this one goes right to the high roller section for sure. It's a beautiful piece, man. Very, very nice. Look at the profile on this thing. Such a sexy motorcycle. Really is something else.
Pretty. A friend had one when I was in 1973, I think. I had an XR75, and he had one of these. And he let me trade it off with me. Now, I was a little kid, and that thing went so fast. So I remember running. I took his bike, and I was on a dirt road, and the deputy sheriff got behind me. So when I got to the end of the road, I kind of running from him. I just took off through the orange grove on this thing, through the sand, and he come after me and he bottomed out. He was stuck, and I went all the way through the orange grove with that big bike, and I was small back then, and it was all over the place.
I wonder where Bill sends these speedometers to. There's only a couple shops in the country that restore speedometers. It's that's a whole nother art itself, just restoring the odometers.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. That guy can find things that you'd never.
Yeah, he's a real pro. What do we got here, Roy?
The story behind this 1981 RM125. I actually bought this bike out of a retirement community where I lived in Florida. A guy right up the street had it on Facebook, and he had restored it, rebuilt the entire thing, and put a DG pipe and silencer. I don't even know where he found that stuff. And originally I wasn't going to ride it, and then I had some young kids that we went to the Daytona Supercross. They wanted to
The Ricky Carmichael Supercross?
Yeah.
I go there every single year. I saw you out there on this. If this bike was out there, I probably filmed you on it.
I was on my Hodaka that year.
Okay, I get you on the camera, I'm sure. What year was that?
God, I can't remember. I say, you know, it was probably 3 years ago, something
That's
like
one.
that.
That's one of my favorite events at Daytona. It's such a cool
That's
thing.
pretty cool. But he raced this bike out there, and then I had another buddy of mine race it at Diamond Dons. And to my knowledge, that's the only 2 times that it obviously needs a good bath, but it's a racer. I mean, it's clean, good racer.
81 was an excellent year for these. These things all ass.
Yep.
I mean, this ain't for an 81. You'd be surprised.
It handled too.
Yeah.
The bike handled very well.
You put a good pro rider on this, and they'll smoke pretty much most of the locals on this on a brand new bike.
Yeah, these things were. I had a Honda that year. I wish I'd had that.
It's got new rims on it and everything. This one up, we got another racer right here. This one is pretty trick. Works Performance shocks, a custom pipe. What's the scoop on this one?
This one I built to race myself, and I raced it in the Texas Vintage Racing deal in 2010.
Yep.
And I won the championship that year on it.
Wow.
Parked it
Awesome.
and drained it. And she's been set. These bikes, I tell you some tricks to these bikes that the engineers missed when they built these bikes originally. When we rebuilt this bike and we took it out and test run it, put some laps on it, brought it back in and figured out we had sand coming into it.
Oh, no.
We thought it's coming from the air filter, and we checked, and
Yeah.
it wasn't. Where
Okay.
it comes from on these bikes, underneath this right here, there was originally a vent right there. It was just a screen wire, and if you got it in sand or mud and water, it actually sucked it up into there because the carburetor is pulling. It's a rotary valve engine.
Okay.
So what we done is we took this thing and I machined this piece at my machine shop, and we put a one-way valve like off of a modern day fuel tank.
Okay.
So gas could spill out if you laid it over, but nothing could suck into it. So, and I put 120 laps on this bike, never replaced a ring. It runs like it's brand new. And these were powerhouses. I mean, these bikes, they never quit revving.
This thing's ready to go to the Ricky Carmichael Supercross
it's
tomorrow.
ready.
With this
It's
Works
ready.
Performance shocks on here and the rims and the
This
chains and
bike is-
sprockets. You got Who did the pipe on this? Who built that?
I want to say it was Circle K or something, the guy in Houston that used to do them.
I really like the black rims, Roy. It really kind of gives it that
Yeah.
badass.
We did that. We had the frame MagnaFlux to make sure it didn't have any cracks in it.
Oh wow.
Before we painted it, because some of these old bikes you can have issues with foot pegs breaking off and stuff like that. So we had this one MagnaFlux for cracks over in Dallas, and then we powder coated it and put it all back together.
Guy Cooper would huck Gravity Cavity or the
yeah.
Sky Shot at Unadilla on this thing, no problem with the Works
Yeah.
Performance shocks. It'll do it. It'll definitely do it. I've seen him do it on a Bultaco that didn't have suspension this good.
Yeah, these are great bikes, and Bill done the tank for me. He done a great job on the tank. And,
Yep,
and
that's
it's got
really
a
nice
full-
too.
full
Clear
season.
coated over too.
Yeah.
Not this isn't just graphics.
It's got a full
clear
season
coated.
of racing. You can see there's no rub on it.
Yeah, I was wondering how did you
Yeah.
manage to not screw it up? I guess it's got so much clear coat on it that it.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Normally the graphics would just rubbed right off.
They do like that. You know, you
Yeah.
see the other side of that RM.
My honey Christy she reverse engineered all the graphics from most of the bikes in here. So I could call her now and she have these printed by tomorrow. She does what we call a OEM plus, where she'll do some cool stuff like add some different graphics on it, period correct stuff, from the companies that you'd expect to see the stickers on the bike. Because back in the day, we called it ghetto graphics when we were kids and we couldn't rub two nickels together. We'd have like twin air filters and box shocks,
We all did.
whatever stickers we got with the stuff we bought went on it, and that was it. But now she recreates all that stuff. I bet this thing sounds wicked with that pipe on there.
It does.
And the rotary valves haul ass. These are fast bikes.
They keep revving. They
Yeah.
don't ever stop
Yeah.
revving. You're thinking it's going to blow up, but
Yeah.
I mean, they just keep pulling.
Did they steal that design from Can-Am? I think they might have, because I know Can-Am's
Can-Am's had
they were
it,
like
yeah.
back. They won the 250 Supercross in '74 with Jimmy Ellis
Yeah.
on that engine.
These little 125.
This is one sexy looking Honda here. Look at this thing. This looks like just needs a couple of Mugen stickers on it.
This one here, I don't recall where I acquired this one from, but it came like this. Somebody had painted it up, and
It's pretty cool, all white with
It
the white
is kind
saddle.
of neat. They painted it. I don't know the history on this bike.
Yep.
Had the box ears and stuff on it when I got it.
Yep.
It supposedly ran, but he never ran it.
And he's a clutch lever and
Yeah.
maybe some fork boots and wheel bearings, but this is a really good core bike to do a resto on.
It is. It'd be great for restoration.
Is that a 21-inch front wheel?
It looks like the 23. It may be a 21, but I think it's 23.
Yeah, because '79 they had 23-inch wheels. It was a 1 year gig.
Yeah, 23.
Have you heard this one run?
No.
Okay.
Never done anything with it. Bought it, set it up. Supposedly it ran.
All right.
When I bought it. Bought a lot of my collection over the internet, but I bought sight unseen.
Next up, we got a classic Kawasaki 76, I think. Is this 76? I think it's a KE 100. What's the scoop on this one? 2,100 miles?
Yeah, I bought this from a kid over in Dallas. I don't really know a lot of history on it. He started it up and we rode it, so it ran. It's been sitting here for just a little while since I bought it.
Yep.
Just
It's all there.
Good old school dirt bike.
Yep.
Trail bike, whatever you want to use it for.
We were just talking about the Can-Ams a second ago. The induction system on these was really something else. This is a case. Is this case ring? Or is it rotary valve? I forget.
I believe this is
I should know that.
rotary valve,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe not. I don't know. It don't come into the cylinder. It comes into the side of it.
This,
I bought this bike about 6 months ago because I didn't have a Can-Am, and I bought it off the internet again.
Yep.
It ran. I haven't ridden it. My brother went and picked it up somewhere for me and brought it back.
it's got brand new tires on it, 1,500 miles.
Clean bike.
Chrissy's got these graphics too, so this will be, put a paint job on it, clean it up, and it's 51 years old.
Not bad for the age, huh?
Yeah. Original side panels on here. Yep, it's all there. Even got the turn signals still. These are street legal enduros, and this is the same engine that Jimmy Ellis won the Super Bowl of motocross on. They putting down around 34 horse in the motocross version. I think the street version is a little detuned, but still quite a bit of power for drum brakes and 4 inches of suspension.
And a lot more motor than they had brakes and suspension back in those days.
This is an '83 Yamaha IT250. We've been doing quite a few of these lately. Thank God Clark has reproduced these fuel tanks, because what happens is, see this crack right here? Very common on these for them to crack. But they make a reproduction fuel tank you can buy for $220. It looks exactly like the original, and you can get a full plastic kit with. So that's a key thing, because some of the bikes they don't make tanks for it, and if the tank's cracked, you got a real issue. This would be an easy resto. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. Frame rails look real nice on it. They're not all bashed in.
This one came from a friend of mine. It actually, we rode it around up here, so it runs.
Yep.
He wanted a 78 CR250 that I had.
Yeah. Little horse trading?
Yeah, I've done some horse trading with him. Not that I've collected these style, but
These are pretty much bulletproof Yamaha, so they're very reliable.
great little bikes.
Yep. Got a couple of dents in the pipe. We actually have a system where we compress with air the pipe. You block up both sides and compress it, and then put a torch to it. And quite often you can pop the dents out or get it pretty close. Yeah, this one would be an easy resto also. This one really caught my eye, Roy. This is an absolutely spectacular motorcycle right here. This is a Penton Wassel, and tell us a little bit about this, Roy.
Yeah, this bike I bought out of Daytona sight unseen. I didn't know anything about it. I'd never seen a Penton Trials bike. That's the only reason I bought it. And then it was so unique after I got to doing the history on it that I had the doctor restore this bike back to its original condition. And
He sure he did a
he
spectacular
did an amazing job on it.
Did he have to do any work on the tank? Because the tank looks brand new. Like, was there any dents in it or anything?
There was no difference in that tank.
Those aluminum tanks are extremely difficult to get that to restore, and that one's really nice.
Some of the stuff was a little hard for him to get a hold of, but he done an amazing job, as always. He tore the motor down completely and redone everything in the motor. Every project he does, he goes all the way through the motor. It's not like they just painted that motor as a complete bottom end and top end restoration on it.
Wow.
It's like brand new.
Wow.
When he gets done with them.
Wow. And the chrome work on it. Now this is polished aluminum. That's not. It looks like chrome, but that's polished.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work to get this to look like that.
This we actually had to make.
You're kidding me.
We had a guy that had one, and Bill borrowed it, and he sent it to us, and we had our guy remake. We made this one, and we made it one for him for loaning us the part to do it with. We had to remake this as well.
What is that?
That's a chain oiler.
Look at that, huh?
And we
I should have figured that out.
We had to remake that.
That is
It was,
pretty cool. So what is there, an oil reservoir in here?
Yeah, it's really neat.
I had one of these Wassels, but mine, that was long gone on the one we had. It didn't look nearly this nice,
Well,
I can
this
tell you
one
that much.
didn't either, but we had a core, so we remade that.
Wow.
So the original.
This may be the finest example of a Penton Wassel. Well, it's the finest I've ever seen, but it might be the finest one in the country. They called it a mudlark. I'm not sure why I called it a Wassel, but
Well, it is Wassel.
okay.
The history behind that, I'm told, is there was a guy named Wassel that built these. Took the Penton and built it into these. I don't know that to be a fact. That's just what I've been told.
Look at the work Bill did on this hub. That is hand sanded or machine sanded and polished.
Oh,
You got to do 320, 600, 800 grit, and then 3 types of rouge. Just that hub alone is probably a good 4 to 6 hours work to polish it. And it's insane how much work it is to and he re-chromed this pipe, which I don't know if you've priced chroming, but man, I chromed the pegs, re-chromed everything, the nuts and bolts.
You don't leave no stone unturned when he does his registrations. I'm really always been happy with everything.
Guys like him are like a lost breed, man. I mean, they just don't exist anymore. I mean, and if they do, they're busy for the next 2 years and they're not available.
Yeah, and like I was telling you, he's my age, so he does all this in his garage.
The triple clamps are polished.
It's amazing what he does.
He has hundreds of hours into this bike. I don't know how many, but this is not a 60-hour nut and bolt resto. This is something else. This is a piece of artwork right here, really. Wow. Saddle. Does he do his own upholstery too, or does he send that up?
No, he doesn't.
He must have a really high IQ.
Well, what Bill does, he's an underwriter for an automotive repair place, and that's his full-time job, and then he does this as his passion.
Look at this. Just even chrome the dash plate. It looks brand new. Maybe he reproduced that part because there's not a ding in it. You know, John Penton recently passed away. I actually did a eulogy for him, and man, he's smiling down from heaven now. He's probably saying, didn't look that good when it came out of the factory.
Right.
Wow. Guys, ours didn't have this decal. I didn't even know that was a thing, but it says Wassel right on the steering stem. manufactured in England by Wassell. So they must have got some of the parts from Penton. Or,
Well, here's the story as I was told. There was I want to say he was a colonel or something over in England.
Yeah.
And he built several hundred of these.
Okay.
That were Wassell.
Okay.
And I think he took the core of Penton and redesigned it and built it into a trials bike. That's what I was told.
Wow. And the Mudlark, was that a nickname for it or
I
something?
think so. I think they had a couple of different ones. I don't know what the difference. This is the only one I've ever seen. And
I had one, but it wasn't nothing like this. I'll tell you that, Roy. It wasn't nothing like this. Even the front number plate, is that what they were supposed to look like?
That's original. I mean, I don't know if this one or he remade this one. Like on my other Penton, they're metal as well on the motocross bikes, but he had to remake them and put that roll in it.
It really is a work of art.
You could throw something on there, but
How long did it take him to do this one?
he had that one about a year and a half.
I shudder to ask, but and I probably shouldn't. But what did it cost to redo this
I
thing?
think the restoration on this one was close to 10.
And a bargain at that, if you ask me,
I
a
thought-
bargain.
yeah.
See, most shops are charging 150, 200 bucks an hour.
Yeah.
That's 100 hours labor.
Yeah.
That's 80 hours. That's 80 hours. 70 hours labor. There's no way in God's green.
No.
So he works out of his house, doesn't have overhead. He can do it for a little less.
I
but
figure his labor rate's about $5 an hour.
yeah, but that's what we call labor of love, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it is. And this
You
guy
have
is
to have a passion.
man. Hey, what is he doing for a living?
He
said,
is an underwriter for like Ford or Chevrolet.
I wonder if we could steal him. What would it cost a year to get him working at the New England Motorcycle Museum? I'd hire a dude like that in a New York second.
I told him one time I was going to have a motorcycle place here, and because of his background, he was a machinist before that. So
They're the best mechanics. Machinists are. They always are the best.
He has a great deal of knowledge, and he loves it. And he does electrical. I mean, he'll redo all the electrical on the bike. If it's a street bike, he'll redo all the electrical. And every time he sends you a video, he shows you every turn signal working, the brake lights, front and rear working, everything on the bike. He tests it. He's got a VCR camera, a big one, like the old.
I've seen his videos.
Yeah.
I watched his videos.
He's funny.